Hello students. Okay, we will be doing the last chapter from the unit number 1, that is capacitor. Okay, this is a new chapter, capacitor. This is the chapter number 5, that is the last unit. Capacitor, actually it is a circuit element. Okay, this is a circuit element. Okay, in unit number 9 you are going to learn about another circuit elements also. Then there are basically in class 10 you had learned about resistor, right? Resistor, inductor, capacitor. These are the circuit elements. Okay, in the manufacturing of the devices, in the manufacturing of the what to say circuit, these are used. Okay, so capacitor. Okay, basically in one word, if I need to say what is a capacitor, basically it is a device which is used in a circuit. Okay, now of what is its function? Okay, capacitor, it stores the charge. Okay, its function is the storage. Okay, what does it store? It stores the charge. Okay, okay, so capacitor basically store a charge. Okay, like we have at our home we have a storage device, like we have a tank, right? Water tank, right? What it does, it store the what to say it store the water, right, depending upon its capacity. Like we have a tank of 1000 liter, what to say 2000 liter, 300. So that 1000 liter, it is its capacitance, right? But basic function is water storage. Similarly, capacitor, it stores the charge. All right, now why it is, why battery also does the same function like storage, right? So what is the difference between capacitor and battery? Actually, what happened is that in a small period of time, in a small time, when you need large charge, okay, small time, if you need large charge, then what to say capacitor does that function. Okay, like in a fan, okay, you might have heard of condenser, right? Sometimes time by time we need to change the condenser of the fan. Now if the condenser is not working properly in case of fan, then what happens is when you turn it on, the fan will move slowly. Then if somebody what to say hit the fan with the hand, then start rotating, right? Means what, the condenser of the fan is damaged. Okay, so what it is, that then you need to change the condenser, right? Actually that condenser is capacitor. All right, like we get the supply from the electricity board, right? Now the capacitor store large amount of charge depending upon its what to say depending upon its capacity. Then when you turn on, then in order to compensate the inertia, it need large amount of charge at a time, in a short period of time. Okay, so capacitor does that function. Okay, so storage of charge, and it supplies the charge. All right, so it supply the charge in small time. Okay, in small time. Okay, so you will find it in motor, you will find it in fan, you will even find it in what to say tube light. So capacitor in most of the devices, in most of the machines, the capacitors will be used. Okay, like if you need to start, that means you have to overcome the inertia. For that reason capacitor is needed. All right, now how the capacitor is made up of? Basically capacitor is made up of, it is made from conductor. Okay, everything will be given in your note. It is made from the conductor. All right, So capacitor is not made from other things, it is made from the conductor. Why it is so? Because what to say, then one more property about the conductor you might have learned in the previous chapter. I'm not very sure about that. Suppose this is a conductor, suppose this is a storage device, let's say this is a capacitor. Okay, this is a capacitor. Now means it need to store the charge, that means it need to carry the charge, right? Now if you are supplying the charge to it, all right, in a conductor, the charge will only reside on its surface only. Okay, it will reside on its surface only. Okay, the charges will not going to reside inside elsewhere. Only on the surface the charges will be going to reside. So in a capacitor, you need to remember capacitor is made from a conductor, and in a conductor the charges will be residing on its surface only. Okay, now then after the capacitor you are going to heard about the term which is known as capacitance. Okay, capacitance, like resistance you have learned, resistors, resistance. The capacity property of the capacity holding property of the capacitor is the capacitance. That means the function of the capacitor is its capacitance. Okay, fine. So how much is capacitance? Like in a tank, how much its capacitance? In this example, say 1000 liter is its capacitance, storage capacity. Okay, this is a tank whose capacitance is 1000 liter. Similarly, the capacitor whose capacitance. So we are denoting this as C. Okay, capacitance is denoted as C. Okay, fine. Okay, now see, in a conductor, all right, now let me remove this. Okay, because capacitor have to store the charge, that means it need to carry the charge, right, which is supplied from the electric board. Suppose here is a conductor, say any conductor. Okay, just I'm making. Now when you were supplying the charge, all right, when you are supplying the charge, then what will happen? The potential of it will keep on rising. Yes or no? Right? The more the charge you are storing, the potential of the conductor will keep on increasing. Yes or no? Like suppose this is a tank, this is all right. Now the more water you are keeping in, what will happen? The potential of the water increasing. Yes or no? Right? So the more water you are storing, right, what will happen? The potential of it will keep on increasing, right or not? So the storage of that quantity is directly proportional to the potential, right or not? Now even this is we can get some similarity from the tank. Okay, the more storage you are getting, the potential will keep on increasing till its capacity, right? Now if you keep more water, the water will what? Will spill off, right? Means what? The potential cannot further rise. The more water you give, the water will spill off, right? So suppose if its capacity is 1000 liter, then though you are putting more water, it cannot hold on. The same thing will happen even to the conductor also. Okay, the charge you are going to give, as you are going to give the charge, the potential of it will keep on rising. Okay, so the charge is directly proportional to the potential, right? But there comes a point where if you increase the charge further, there comes a what to say, a saturation point. All right, then further it cannot it cannot store further charge. All right, so depending upon its capacitance. All right, so it is quite evident that the charge storage is proportional to the potential. Now in terms of mathematics, we can write when this proportional is changed by equal to, then CV. This is constant, this is a constant. All right, this is a constant, and this constant depends upon what? It depends upon material. Material also means conductor. All right, and this constant is capacitance of the conductor. All right, so what is C? C is equal to charge per unit potential. All right, so this is known as the definition of the capacitance. All right, what is capacitance? Capacitance, it is the ratio of the charge per unit raised in potential. Okay, now what should be the unit of capacitance? Now this is what unit in this SI system. Unit is what? Coulomb per volt, right? Potential is volt, Q is coulomb, right? But instead of calling this, in honoring Michael Faraday, all right, we call them as farad. Okay, so this is the unit, farad. Okay, farad. In symbol, it's F. Okay, this farad is a very big unit. Okay, so commercially, okay, commercially, the capacitors which is available in the market, like what we use in a fan, those capacitance are in the order of microfarad. Okay, all right, so micro, commercial level, in the commercial level, commercial, you understand, right? In the commercial level, the unit which are chosen are microfarad. Microfarad means what? 1 microfarad. Micro is 10 to the power minus 6, right? Then even in the book also they discuss one more. This is known as the picofarad. Okay, pico. Pico means, in class 11 you had pico, stands for 10 to the power minus 12 farad. Okay, so these are the commercial unit, but the SI unit is farad only. Now can we define farad? Like C is equal to what? Q by V, right? And farad, 1 farad is equal to what? 1 coulomb per volt, 1 volt, right? So if all right, if on depositing 1 coulomb, if the potential has risen by 1 volt, then the capacitance is called 1 farad. This is very, very high, because 1 coulomb, on depositing 1 coulomb, the potential gets increased by many times, not only by 1 volt. Okay, so 1 farad actually is a very big unit, so hardly we are using it. Instead of farad, we will normally, on the commercial level, we use it microfarad. Okay, like in fan, normally it depends upon the type of fan also, but it is in the order of microfarad. Okay, and like a motor and all, this is in the order of microfarad only. Okay, so it's clear. Let me do the recapitulation. See, this video is about the introduction of capacitor. Capacitor, this is one of the circuit element like the resistor and inductor. Okay, inductor, you are going to learn it in unit number this you are going to learn, sorry, in unit number 4. Okay, now capacitor, it is a storage device which is made from the conductor. All right, now why it store the charge? Because electricity directly comes. Like for running the devices in the beginning, it need large amount of charges. All right, so in order to run the device in the beginning, capacitor does the work. All right, now how the capacitor is made up from is how it is made. Now basically it is made from the conductor, and the conductor store the charge. All right, now in the conductor, when the charge is given, the potential get risen. Okay, just like when the water is when we filled up the water, the potential level keeps on increasing, right, till a level, right? That level is basically the corona discharge. Okay, about that I'm not going to discuss it now. Okay, anyway, so this is the capacitance. Capacitance is Q by V, and the unit is farad. Okay, thank you.